the truth.
Hello everyone, welcome to our video. My name is Crypto David, and today I'm going to be showing you the best crypto portfolio for 2022. These are my personal favorite projects that I personally hold, and I think hold the best returns for 2022. I believe 2022 is a year of utility, and that's why I picked these 5 projects. I don't usually say this at the start of a video, but none of this is financial advice. It's just my personal opinion and what I personally hold. Don't just watch the video and invest in these projects. Make sure you do your own research. If it's your first time on the channel, please subscribe down below. Please leave a like. Without further ado, here we go. Okay, so the first project is XRP. And I could go on about XRP for ages, but I just want to list 3 things why I think it's going to pump for 2022. The risk to reward ratio. Now, XRP has pretty much been in the trenches this whole year. It is starting to pick up some pace recently in the past week or so, and it's starting to get up to $1. But if the case loses, the drop won't even be that far from where it is. The risk to reward ratio, and if XRP wins the lawsuit, you're seeing $10, 10x prices from where it is right now. So for me personally, the risk to reward ratio is a no-brainer, and that's why I'm really heavily invested in XRP. It's ISO 20022 compliant. XRP is obviously going to be around forever, I think, but the tokens on this list have that security that they're going to be around, because that provides an extra layer of utility on top of the utility they already have. And it hasn't even pumped yet. In 2017 bull run, it was the last one to pump, and every project that I'm invested in that I know of has pretty much pumped yet, and XRP hasn't, and it was the last one to pump. So it seems like a no-brainer. It's gonna pump, especially when it wins the lawsuit. That's why I've picked XRP. The second pick is gonna be XDC. This is now one of my favorite projects, and it's gonna tackle the global trade finance industry, which is $17 trillion plus. This is huge, and XDC is gonna be the bridge for trade finance asset classes to connect with any funder through tokenization or digital assets. And you can see and you can imagine how much the price is going to soar when this happens more in the future. It's ISO 20022 compliant. As I said before, it's going to hold that extra level of security for to be around the next bull run. And I think out of the whole list, XDC is definitely the most undervalued. Like, the most of the ones in that list are in the top 50, top 30, 40 even. And XDC is sat 100, not even in the top 100. And all the stuff that XDC has, it's quite hard to see why. Proof of stake, secure, scalable, and fast. All of that good stuff. 2,000 transactions per second. Really scalable. Security. It's everything you want in a token. For the third choice is HBAR, Hedera hash graph. In recent light of the news, it is now open source. And I've said before, one of the things that people look for before they invest in a project is, if the team are doxed and if it is open source. And now it being open source is a huge advantage. And, Coinbase is quite iffy sometimes about, projects being open source. So now that it could lead to a possible Coinbase listing, which would be huge for HBAR. And people are, really waiting and expecting that. Not based on blockchain technology, it's based on the hash graph. And the hash graph is, it's more secure, more scalable, more efficient. It goes up to 10,000 transactions per second, and they're said in the future it can go up to even 100,000, so much further. So it's really fast, really secure, and no energy is being used, pretty much no fees as well. So that's why Hedera is so popular, and it's backed by huge organizations, Google, IBM, LG, Chainlink Labs. There's so many people backing. Like, the governing council is just huge if you actually go look on the website, and that's why HBAR is definitely a good pick for 2022. And my fourth pick is APIFREE. This project is really undervalued and really unheard of, and it's a Chainlink competitor. Chainlink uses proof of authority, and APIFREE is an oracle that's trying to create a new generation of blockchain native decentralized APIs, and it's been named as the Chainlink killer. And it's really unheard of, and the markets it is listed on, it's actually been listed, when I heard about this project, it was listed on KuCoin. It's now listed on Binance, Coinbase. It's listed on all the big exchanges, and from its IDO, it's only done a 10x. It hasn't actually, rocketed and done much movement, to be honest. So it's still, a really accumulating period, and I've been accumulating personally. It's funded by huge organizations, Pantera, Digital Currency Group, Hashed, just to name a few. There's so many projects involved with this, accumulating API-free, getting it behind the scenes, and, no one's really talking about it. And I reckon, in a few years' time, API-free is definitely going to be in the higher top 100, and it is also really cost effective compared to the other oracles, as it's a first party oracle and it's getting rid of the middleman. And the last project I want to talk about is QNT Quant. If you do research into Quant and look further into it, you're going to see that Quant is going to be used in the future, and it's the utility this project has is insane. Now the DLT sector, one of the biggest problems that they have is interoperability, and there's thousands of DLTs, and this is what Quant is going to actually solve by connecting public and private networks using the overledger. And in the future, I believe Quant to be, it's only set at like $127 right now, easily going over 1,000 and even further in the future. Some people are even giving insane price targets like 10,000 and even above that. I'm focused on reaching 1,000 first, and then we can focus on those. But definitely Quant is one to hold for the long term. And as well, for the second point, security. The team on Quant has so much experience over so many sectors, including security as well, and obviously Gilbert Viridian, which I talked about in my video before. The list that man's experience is insane. Probably like one of the most notable ones in the crypto industry. And all the data is actually remains encrypted at the source as well, which gives that higher level of security. Multi-decentralized application smart contracts. Developers can create operations that connect with DLT technologies, and they can be on or off chain, which is huge. And then obviously they have to hold a certain amount of quant as well to do this, which is in turn with the supply going to create demand for quant. But yes, that is the list for the best crypto portfolio for 2022. I would have added Ethereum as well, because I think Ethereum is a really good coin and a really safe bet. But I want to keep it as 20% each coin. But obviously, at the end of the day as well, it depends how much money you actually have to invest in crypto, because you don't want to be invested too much. Not too much, sorry. Not that much money invested in, be spread out over too many projects, or be overly, really a lot of money invested, but you're only spread between a couple of projects. So if those projects fail, you'll be down a lot, So you do want to be spread out evenly at a good amount. Make sure you follow me on Twitter. When I upload the videos, I do put them on Twitter as well. And yeah, that's my list. These tokens are actually, all in my portfolio, and they are in the top 10 of them. These are my favorite projects. Let me know what projects that you would add to this list, or any you take away, or anything you want to add down below. But if you made this far, I appreciate you very much. Leave a like down below, and I'll definitely see you guys in the next one.
The truth.